So this Conor McGregor story seems to be the only story in MMA right now. There's a story with CT and Ariel Hawani. I will record that video after this. But for the most part, this Conor McGregor trial has been the only topic in MMA. And like I said in my other videos, I love the views I'm getting from this, the subs, all great. But again, like I've been saying, I made this YouTube channel to cover MMA. I cover other topics here and there, but this Conor trial has really been sad to watch, and really the downfall of Conor over the years has been really sad to witness. So before we get into it, like, comment, or I don't know, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Yeah, let's get into it. Conor McGregor, no longer the face of proper number 12. Product pulled from major Irish retailers in wake of assault case. Conor McGregor is getting hit where it hurts. This past Friday in Dublin, Ireland, McGregor was found liable for a 2018 assault by a high court jury. He has been ordered to pay the victim, Nikita Hand, over $250,000 in damages in the verdict. And the verdict has also done significant damage to the UFC star's brand. Irish news site Independent.ie reported Tuesday that proper number 12 Irish whiskey owners Proximo Spirits are cutting ties with McGregor, who has been the face of the brand since its inception in 2018. McGregor and partners sold the whiskey brand to Proximo Spirits in 2021, but McGregor remained its most prominent spokesperson, even managing to secure a sponsorship deal with the UFC as part of his most recent contract. Since 2021, Proximo Spirits have been the 100% owner of proper number 12 Irish whiskey. Proximo Spirits announced going forward, we do not plan to use Mr. McGregor's name and likeliness in the marketing of the brand. The announcement came shortly after multiple Irish outlets reported that McGregor's associated alcohol brands, proper number 12 Irish whiskey and forged Irish Stout, will no longer be sold by several major retailers in the wake of the verdict. This includes Tesco, SuperValu, Centra, Cost Cutter, and Carryout, according to the Irish Times. Though none of the retailers publicly stated that their decision is directly tied to Hand's successfully winning her civil case, the Berry Group responsible for Cost Cutter and Carryout operations told the Irish Times this action reflects our commitment to maintaining a retail environment that resonates with the values of our customers and partners. It also it is also not known if the retailers were influenced by a call to action from Crisis Network Ireland, RCNI, who implored businesses to drop McGregor's whiskey and stout products after Friday's verdict was public. The company making money from this alcohol and other products need to work out whether they want to align themselves with a man found by a civil jury to have assaulted a woman. RCNI Executive Director Siona Sedweeder said, according to Irish Independent, they need to stop promoting him and distance themselves. £250,000 won't dent his finances, but the public can play a role in expressing disapproval for anyone that tries to make money with a man who engaged in that despicable behavior. The aforementioned companies aren't the only one distancing themselves from McGregor. On Monday, video game publisher IO Interactive announced it was in the process of removing McGregor from its Hitman World of Assassination release. McGregor was featured as an adversary for the game's protagonist, Agent 47. That was the video we did yesterday. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing left here. So, after we read through that, now, we all know proper number 12 was probably, well, it was McGregor's biggest business that he had outside of fighting. He made millions. He was the spokesperson for it. Like you said, um, they got it sponsored. They sponsored the UFC. They had it in all these bars. They were getting sponsored everywhere. And now because of this court case, all of that is can potentially is down the window. You know, like I've been saying, at the end of the day, it was McGregor that put himself in that hotel with that woman. He did what he did. Whether it was assault or not, we will never know. We will never know unless, video footage comes out of it. That's the only way we have definitive proof. But in a civil trial, you don't need definitive proof to win the case. You just need to prove to a certain amount it happened, which he did with the doctors and I wasn't say witnesses, but none of the witnesses corroborated her story. But you know, it's it will be interesting to see how McGregor moves forward. You know, Jesse on Fire has been saying the best thing that Conor can do right now is return to the octagon. I kind of agree with him in a way. In a way, if he gets into the cage, he has a good performance. That will change public opinion. That's what Mike Tyson did when he went to prison for what he did, um, allegedly. But it's at a time when we don't have any events to talk to. I talk about until next week. I wish we had a better story going on. I'll make that video on CT after this. That's a funny one. But like I've been saying, Conor McGregor is the biggest ambassador in MMA, and the fact that he's fucked around for years, he's done all this stuff. You can go back. You can go back to him punching that old man. When he punched that old man in that bar, I feel like that was the sign of his downfall. That the money got to him, the drugs are getting to him, and he's going downhill. I brought up the interview that he did with Jake Gyllenhaal when they were doing Roadhouse. He couldn't sit straight. He was twitching. He kept blinking. He had a raspy voice. Like, you're a father of 4, 5, however many kids Conor has. He has a wife that has been there the entire time through all of this, through everything, from welfare to millionaire to billionaire to all these businesses. Whether if he's a billionaire or not, he was definitely on track to become a billionaire before this, and with Conor McGregor, he definitely could get back on track. Like, maybe the fight camp is what he needs. Maybe a press tour is what he needs to win over the fans, if he even can. Again, I'm not gonna say I think the woman's claims are total bullshit, but a lot of her story does not add up, right? Conor McGregor said in his tweet yesterday that we went over. He should have shut the party down. He should have stopped. He should have never stepped out on his wife. But he did. And, he made all his money. But he wants to have the greatest return in combat sports history. Not just MMA history. Combat sports history. That's his plan. I don't see it happening though. I really don't. I don't see him making 145, and if he made 145, I don't think there's an easy fight for him in the top 10. You want to go to weight? Everybody there has advanced wrestling. Everybody there has been active for the most part. And the only win he has at 155 is Eddie Alvarez when he won the title. Right? The Diaz fights were at welterweight. He's now what 2-1 at welterweight after the win against Cowboy, who was a good win at the time. But look at how that win aged. Cowboy lost every fight he had. If that fight happened years ago, like a few years before, that was an interesting fight. It was an impressive performance, getting the shoulder strike knockout, knockout. Man, I don't know. It's like, I've never been a big Conor fan. In fact, I was a Conor hater, After that 229, after the bar incident, I completely lost any kind of support I had for Conor, right? That's just me. You guys are up to making your own interpretations, figure out who you like, who you don't like. At the end of the day, I'm a big John Jones fan, right? John Jones' record is around the same as Conor's, if not worse. Now, John Jones hasn't been charged of that kind of assault, but it's another guy who who pierced away years of his career. The hit and run incident, the drug test, all of that. He could be 35 beyond John Jones. I don't count that hammer loss. That hammer loss should be overturned, but sadly can't be, apparently. But man, I want a new story to come out. I want to cover a different topic. But, yeah. This is just the beginning of all these companies cutting ties with Conor. So, let me know in the comments, what do you think about Conor McGregor losing proper number 12, losing being the spokesperson, and do you think he can get any of this back? Maybe in a appeal case? But, I think the public damage is done. His image in the public is tarnished. The only way he might be able to get it back, get in the cage. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what do you think, whether you agree with me or not. And yeah, I'm gonna go record that video on the CT and Ariel Hawani situation. Look out for that. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Later.